Hello, Sagittarius. This reading is for October 2020. And before I actually lay out the cards to see what's in store for you this month, I need to talk about what is happening astrologically in October. It's a lot and it's big. We have 2 full moons. One is on the 1st, and that is in Aries, and it has a lot of emotional energy around it and some frustration. So what I'm going to say for the whole entire month of October is lay low, okay? And I know you're fiery, but it'll be better to avoid a lot of interpersonal communication, especially if there's a chance for drama. And with the full moon in Aries on the 1st, Mars is also in Aries and it's going backwards, and Chiron's around, which is bringing up old wounds. So what I'm going to say for this full moon is a lot of us are going to feel frustrated because we want to move forward, but we're feeling like we can't, or we can't have what we want. If you have a situation like that in your life for this month, if you can, put it aside, put it on the shelf, and stop trying to move it forward, because October, that's not going to work. Now, if you want to release it, that would work, because we have Mars going backwards and Mercury is going to be going backwards for the last 2.5 weeks of October. Yay. Thanks, astrology gods and goddesses for that one. But, we also have a full moon in Taurus that has Uranus hanging around on Halloween. So we have 2 full moons, both of which bring in an element, the first one of frustration and the last one of you don't know what's coming. So for Halloween, everybody, don't take, any big chances, and keep it mellow, okay? Because Uranus is very much a expect the unexpected. And Taurus is really a lot about security. So a lot of people, because the election is in a couple days after that, at least in America, they're going to be feeling like their security is at risk, and tempers are going to be high, and Uranus is going to be around. So lay low then. Now, like I said, we have both Mars and Mercury going backwards. We have a little break in the middle of the month where we have a nice new moon in Libra, and this is very much a relationship-oriented moon, and it's a great time to maybe set up some goals for yourself in your love life, in your relationship life, in your friendship or family relationship life, that you can start putting into play in November. October really is going to be a time for inner work and wrapping up and tying up loose ends. Retrogrades are great for that, and release work and healing work rather than pushing forward on anything. Okay, Sag, let's see what is in store. So all of that is just sort of the umbrella energy that you're going to be working under. Now we're going to look at you specifically. And, the first thing that really strikes me is this card, which is self-care. This actually sort of echoes a lot of what I was talking about with laying low. This is sometimes called the self-imposed exile card. When we have skies going on like the way they're going on right now, and also man-made situations that we have going on, and pestilence and pandemics going on, these are things that are around us we can't control, and that's when we have to do some work on the inside. It's a spiritual situation, right? And so that's what this is talking about. And I know that all this energy is going to be shifting next month, but for October, and I know this may be hard because you're fire, this is a really good month for doing spiritual work, healing work, release work. I am just saying it's a great month too for people to do sober October. That is the tenor of this October. What would you achieve, right, by releasing alcohol for a month, or maybe pot if that's your thing? You'd save a lot of money, help your liver, you'd probably lose some weight, and then November would come along, you have a new relationship to your drug of choice, and you got some money in your pocketbook, and you lost some weight. You know, so that's sort of the energy of October, and don't fight it, go with it. Now, up here, sort of your cosmic messenger is really talking about anxiety. As a fire sign, you know, especially Sag to have anxiety, that's not always, Sagittarius is not one of the signs that I often see with the most amount of anxiety. So this is probably not comfortable for you. And again, I want to go back to what I was talking about at that first full moon, which is if you have something that you want to be different and it's not changing, you wish it was different and it isn't, just try your best to table it and put your energy elsewhere to other things that you actually can do something about, because this is just going to cause you anxiety. The stars will change, time will move on, and then it'll be a better time to address something that's stubborn in your life. But right now it's just going to cause you anxiety. You know, you can never control another person. You know, I guess in America we can vote for what we believe and hope that it works. Okay. Now, definitely in conjunction with that anxiety card right in the middle, this is where we're starting for you. And it's a bit rough, but we're ending in gorgeousness. So just hang with me. The beginning of this month for everyone's going to be rocky, okay? But for you, the trajectory is you eventually have the energy of the star moving in with the Empress. This is beautiful. This is an internal state. So this for me is saying that in a few weeks, you really are going to be experiencing internally the energy of the star, which is very ethereal. It's one of the wish cards, meaning you'll have a sense of hope that you can get what you want. Now, I've got to say, this is the second half of the month. This isn't the first half. And then you end on the Empress, which I love because the Empress loves her life. So, Sag, I think that this is going to be a month of dealing with shit. It's going to be about healing some stuff, releasing some stuff, and hopefully, you know, well, definitely if you do work with that rather than fight against it, you will end up in the place of the star and the Empress by the end of the month, which is very open, it's joyful, it is pleasant, it's creative, and I'm really happy that this is where you end up. Now, if we're talking about love, the Empress, especially as an outcome card, you know, is always good luck for love. So if you're looking for love, sometimes this means you meet the person of your dreams, or you are the man or woman of the other person's dreams. If this comes into play in a relationship, it's very, it's emotionally connected. It's emotionally deep. So for those of you, excuse me, in a long-term relationship, this can really speak to a lot of, eventually coming to a lot of connection, deeper connection than you've had in a while, especially when I look at this relationship card, which talks about a breakthrough. So again, there's definitely, especially with this 5 hanging around, the energy of having to work stuff out this month, but the benefits are going to be worth it. Okay, Sag, please, this is you this month. Let your freak flag fly, my friend. And this month, it's all about looking inside to really see how freaky you are. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this reading and you found it helpful. So I'm just going to say hang in there in October. Do the work you need to do. Surrender to the energies. And by November, everything will definitely be looking up. Okay, see you next month.